as we engage in learning about the ancient practices of the followers of the Messiah, we want to make sure that the words that we're reading in the translations that we have received reflect the actual words that were given in Hebrew. So we're going to focus on the word righteous. What does righteousness mean, especially in the context of a believer in Yahuwah? The dictionary defines righteous as acting in accord with divine or moral law, free from guilt or sin. So now we're going to look at this definition and go back to the Tanakh, or what's called the Old Testament, and see if this definition holds up in the Hebrew. Devarim, or Deuteronomy, chapter 6. And Yahuwah commanded us to do all these statutes, to fear Yahuwah our Elohim, for our good always, that he might preserve us alive, as it is at this day. And it shall be our righteousness, if we observe to do all these commandments before Yahuwah our Elohim, as he has commanded us. So we see here, according to Musha, the definition of righteousness that they talked about had to do with a person who is obedient to the commandments of Yahuwah. Tzaddik. So Tzaddik is the Hebrew word that is translated into English as righteous, and it means just, lawful, righteous. Tehillah, or Psalm 119, my tongue shall speak of your word, for all your commandments are righteousness. So this is the Hebrew worldview, that if a person lives according to the commandments of Yahuwah, if they keep his Torah, that is what is considered to the Israelites as being righteous. Yeshayahu, or Isaiah chapter 42. Yahuwah is well pleased for his righteousness' sake. He will magnify the Torah and make it honorable. So we see here the prophet saying that Yahuwah, who is pleased with his righteousness, will magnify his Torah. So we see that when Yahusha came and started preaching to the Yahudim, or the Jews, what did he teach? He taught them to repent, or to return back to the Torah. Chapter 48. That you have hearkened to my commandments, then had your peace been as a river, and your righteousness as the waves of the sea. So we see here that Yahuwah coming to the nation of Israel with his complaint, saying that if you had listened, or if you had obeyed my commandments, your righteousness would have been as the waves of the sea. Chapter 51. Hearken unto me, you that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my Torah. Fear you not the reproach of men, neither be afraid of their revilings. So here we see that Yahuwah is speaking to the people of Israel, the ones who know what righteousness is. And he says that those people who know what righteousness is are the people who have the Torah in their hearts. For the moth shall eat them up like a garment, and the worm shall eat them like wool. But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation. So again, we know that Yahuwah, his word is true, and that Yahuwah is eternal and his Torah is eternal. That's why he says, my righteousness shall be forever. So the conclusion of the matter, according to the ancient Israelites, a person who is righteous is a person who does the Torah, a person who obeys the laws, commandments, and statutes of Yahuwah. So in the next video, we're going to see what righteousness means according to what's called the New Testament. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please click the like button and subscribe and be notified of future videos. Shalom, family.